This is the Sonoma City Hall on the Sonoma Plaza in the North Bay area of California. This is the heart of the wine country in many ways. It was from only a few minutes away from here that California's first modern winery was established, Buena Vista. It sits on a 9-acre plaza. It is quite large. It's one of the largest plazas in the country, definitely the largest plaza in the West. Very, very spacious. One of the reasons it was so large was that it was established by General Vallejo, who was the commandant for the West Coast, and he needed a large area in order to drill his troops. The City Hall is just a little over 100 years old, had its anniversary on the same date as California, which I believe is September 9th. It's Virgo state. Over there to the right is the visitor center. That is actually the old Carnegie Library, or Carnegie if you're from Pittsburgh. Andrew Carnegie, or Carnegie, gave libraries to important towns and cities throughout the country, and in this area, Sonoma was the most important town. It is actually probably the most historic town in all of California, being both a mission, an official pueblo, and a presidio. It is also where the Bear Flag Rebellion took place. Over there to the right of the town hall, there is a statue to the Bear Flaggers. June 14th, 1846, when they raised the Bear Flag and declared independence from Mexico. All around the plaza are wonderful restaurants and shops. And due south of the plaza set up almost exactly north, south, east, west, is Broadway, which comes up from the bay practically. It used to go all the way to the bay. Comes right to the plaza. Now it goes down to Highway 121. It's actually Route 12 as it goes south. And it will take you to San Francisco, the Sonoma Plaza. When they established the City Hall, they decided it should be identical on all four sides because none of the shopkeepers wanted to look at the back. The only difference between the front and the other sides, in fact, is that on the other sides there is no clock. Directly on the east side is where the Carnegie Library is. Now the Visitor Center, Sonoma Visitor Center, great place. Right across the way is the Sebastiani Theater. It was built by Samuele Sebastiani, founder of the Sebastiani Winery in 1906. At one time he was trying to convince the town to rename the town after him, but they didn't go for it. And when you go up a few more steps, if you look over to the right, you'll see the amphitheater, where they do all kinds of performances, and I've been to many here with various grandchildren. Wonderful little amphitheater. They have concerts here during the summertime. And then here at the far corner is a playground for the older children, and over in the other far corner is the playground for the younger children. And in between are lots and lots of picnic tables. We walk over here a little further, and we're going to see the statue for the Bear Flag Rebellion, the Bear Flaggers. And why was it right there? Because right over there was the barracks and the general's home. And right beyond the building, right beyond the Bear Flag, that is the 21st and final mission, the San Francisco Solano, the 21st and final of the Franciscan missions, and the northernmost, established here to keep the Russians out, who had large encampments up by the Russian River. Sonoma Plaza. If you come to northern Sonoma and you don't come to the Sonoma Plaza, you're missing something so important. Admittedly, the roses here in the Sonoma Rose Garden next to the Visitor Center are not at their best, but it is the middle of January, so we should be happy we have roses at all. Right over there is the Italian fountain, though admittedly many times that's where all the young people sit around and smoke. Over there is the Sebastiani Theater, where they still have concerts and shows and occasional movies. And then the various restaurants and tasting rooms along the edge. And this is all right next door to the Sonoma Town Hall. I was about to wrap up this video and I forgot to mention the trees. Many years ago, the Women's Association of Napa took over care for the park and started planting magnificent trees like that fantastic eucalyptus and these beautiful sycamores. Now it's January right now, so it's not as green as it can be during the summertime, but there's a lot of these are evergreens. And the other feature I forgot to mention was the duck pond. This is the place for taking the little children. There's an extensive two-part duck pond. It was restored, well, I guess 2009. $500,000 was spent to improve it. It is just thoroughly charming. And then on a very hot day, it's all here in the shade. It's cool, it's charming, it's fun. Sonoma Plaza.